Welcome back to the CD Financial Podcast, CD Financial, where health meets wealth. I'm Marcus C., your host. The man across from me is Chuck D. Chuck, my man, you're looking spry today. How you doing, brother?
Smashing.
I love it. Smashing. You had a good lunch, I take it then.
I did. I had a fine lunch.
All right.
We
Habit
ordered
burger?
it up. Yeah, it was a burger. That would you say the Habit? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, lettuce wrap with they make a mushroom burger. It is amazing. It's lettuce wrap because I'm low gluten. Let's say very low gluten intake, and yeah, that mushroom burger with the burger and like a white American or white cheddar. Ooh, some sweet potato and regular fries with they have like this orange dipping sauce and those little yellow green hot peppers. Hey
Yeah.
now,
Yeah. Good
that's
stuff, man. Look,
fantastic.
I love In-N-Out here. We have In-N-Out in Texas. I love them because they do a good lettuce wrap burger. Much like you, I try to avoid the unnecessary breadings if at all possible. But I have an idea for another podcast. You and me another day. We're going to do top 20 burger joints in Southern Cal. Maybe it'll be a roadie. Maybe we go on the road and film that, trying all these spots. What do you think?
I don't know if I could come up with 20. How
We'll
about we
work our
do
way there.
how about half a dozen?
That'll work. We'll start somewhere. We'll see how far we get, man. All right. Well, listen, good to be back with you as always. Always having fun with our chats, and we'll table that burger idea for now. But we're going back to that. Just bear that in mind. So we're going to talk today about retiring early. Is that okay?
Hey now, that's fine.
Retiring early. So can I access? We talk about we talk for federal employees mostly, right? But can I access the TSP or 401k early?
Okay, so
Let's start there.
this applies to all working folks,
Okay.
not just federal employees with TSP, but any 401k. Because TSP follows the same guidelines, the IRS guidelines, as any
Okay.
401k. Um, it depends. Can you access your TSP? Did you use the word early
Early,
for
yeah.
your 401k? Well, what is early? What do you mean by early?
So if I'm before 59 and a half is the magic number, right? There's two,
That's
55 and
right.
59 and a half. So let's start with that 59 and a half number. If I am
Yeah,
leaving and it's the year I turn 59 and a half,
it doesn't matter. You got to be 59 and a half
yeah.
in order to access your money privately. So, yeah. So no, let's stick with the one number, Marcus, because
Okay.
you already took away the what is it? You dropped the punchline already. Yeah. So let's deal with 59 and a half. Okay.
59 and a half. Let's go there.
Most people know this number. When they become 59 and a half, they know they can access most 401ks, but TSP for sure. They can do what's called an age-based, you're old enough, an in-service rollover or withdrawal. So that works at 59 and a half. But what if, like you asked, what if you want to access your money sooner? And
Hmm.
most of the time, you're going to want to do that if you are
55.
no, if you're retired.
Oh, if I'm retired.
If you retired before 59 and a half. Come on, McFly. I can't turn to my homework like this.
I'm going back the other way.
So let's say
Yeah.
I'm 57.
Okay.
Right. And I retired. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I got my pension. I got my supplemental payment because I'm not 62 yet, but I still need some money. Can I access my TSP penalty free? Or if I'm private industry, can I access my 401k penalty free? Well, you're younger than 59 and a half. So the key here is if you leave money in your TSP or your 401k
Mm-hmm.
and you attained if it was the year that you turned 55 and
Mm-hmm.
you resigned, got laid off, retired, whatever you did, in the year you became 55, then then you are, and it has to be the year you turn 55, then yes, you can access your TSP money penalty free. A lot of people don't realize that. They think, well, wait a minute, Charles, don't I have to be 59 and a half to do that? No, it's the 55 rule. If you turn 55 the year you retire, leave, or resign, you can access money in your TSP. And there's no 10% penalty for early withdrawal. Again, no penalty for early withdrawal.
Okay. So I think that's why in my head I was conflating the numbers, right? Because there's a lot of things as far as like what we're shooting for time wise, and we've talked about this in the past. We want to make sure that my retirement plan works as long as I'm living, and I want to make sure that even if I dip into it early, then I'm still going to be okay moving forward.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. And for folks, I'm expanding my vocabulary. You're conflating the numbers.
Yeah.
It's combining two into one. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked it up while you were talking. Thanks for expanding my vocabulary.
This is good.
English is my first language too. You think I would have known that?
We're going to do a word of the day here moving forward.
Well, that sounds like fun, actually. My sister used to say, use it 3 times or 5 times, one of those things. She'd say 3 times and you make it yours, but she doesn't know my memory. I've used some words 25 times and still I'll forget. Here and there occasionally. Yes.
All right. Well, then help me out because I'm conflating numbers here, man. 55, 59 and a half. What is it? What do I need to remember as far as like avoiding the penalty and being able to access my money early should I need to?
So if you make it in the year you turn 55 and then you leave your employer, you leave your federal agency or regular employer, and you keep some money in there. And this is really important right now for a lot of people taking an early retirement, right? And the offers that come out with VERAs and VSIPs,
Yeah.
right? Then you are able to access your money. But let's say you were 50 years old with 20 years of service and you went out on a VERA. Well, you cannot get to your money. And you might be listening and thinking, oh, okay, well, I can get to it at 55. And you can't. You got to be 55 in the year that you leave your
Mm,
employer. That's the
okay.
key. So if you leave before that, let's say you leave at 54 and it's December and in January you have your 55th birthday. No, that was the year you turned 55. You left a month too soon, or you left a year too soon technically, but it was only a month,
Right.
right? So you got to get in that year that you turned 55. And then if you do, let's say you got $1 million, for instance,
Hmm.
and you say, okay, I'm 56 and I'm going to have to lean on this money for income. And I'm going to be 59 and a half. I'm 56 and a half, let's say, for 3 years or 36 months. Well, you're going to have to leave money in your 401k, in your TSP. And
Mm,
you say, well, Charles, I was figuring on leaving money in there anyway, if not leaving the whole thing in there. That's a problem. And the problem is, and Marcus, you've heard me talk about this before, the
right.
money that's needed for income needs to be away from the money that's needed
Growth.
for growth in the stock market. And the money that's needed for income can remain solid. And if the money for growth falls and the account is intermingled or intermixed,
Yeah.
like the TSP, then or any 401k, you can't prevent the entire balance from falling. And the
Hmm.
last thing you want to do is take money out of an account that's lost value. It may never be able to recover to its original amount. Certainly, it could be really challenged in pacing inflation if you're hurting the money while it's down. It's like kicking somebody when they've already fallen on the ground. You don't want to do that. So you can leave money, but you can roll money out to create the secure money, the stable money in a private IRA. Make sure you don't just put it into the bank or what have you. If it doesn't go from TSP or 401k to an IRA, it creates huge taxes. It could, right?
Yeah.
But in this scenario, you could transfer money out for income and you can leave some money in the TSP in your 401k. And you can figure, look, I need X amount per month. I'll need it for 36 months. And by the way, I am going to have to make this money pretty safe. So I'm going to have to use a bunch of G fund money and maybe a very modest amount of stock money, or I can just use the L income. Now, we usually make our own, meaning when we make our own L income fund, we adjust the percentages ourselves, but we stay pretty close to that 70% G fund and then a
Mm-hmm.
mix of the other four funds. Yeah. And so we're trying to keep it almost entirely safe, away from losses, but still allow you money to withdraw for decent income and maybe keep a little extra money in there for emergencies,
Good
because
call.
you might only have, look, I know folks with way over $1 million in their TSP or 401k,
Yep.
and they they only have 15, 20,000 in the bank. And so they
Mm-hmm.
believe in having their money in their 401k or TSP to go to work for them. And
Yeah.
if that is the case, then you might have to also remember that you might need to keep in some emergency money as well.
Yeah.
So you add all
It's
that
good to
in, yeah, and then you keep that amount, that total amount in there, and then you can start like a monthly withdrawal from TSP. So you're going to have to leave some money behind if you're not 59 and a half, and you're going to need the money for emergencies, possible emergencies,
know.
or for income, whether monthly, quarterly, even semi-annually or annually.
Yeah. And that's good to remember too, because I think that we often overlook the potential for emergencies and the need for money at that time. We've had several family emergencies come up in the last few months, and uh, boy, you're appreciative when you have something set aside, or you're at least prepared for dealing with those things, because you want to talk about things that'll mess up your plan,
Uh-huh.
your income, and tax all that stuff. Emergencies, and we all have family, and hopefully everybody's family is doing well, but as we age and as family ages, the potential for emergencies and the need to just move fast and the need for money, it goes up. It just keeps increasing as every year goes by. And again, we hope everybody's family's doing well, but reality is we will all face family emergencies of some type, right? That we're going to need to have access to funds that are going to be able to help us.
Yeah, that's well said. So keep in mind, if you're 52 and you leave federal service or an employer, you can't you can't avoid that 10% penalty until
Yeah,
you're 59 and a half. But
yeah,
if you turn 55, the year you turn 55 and you leave your employer or federal agency, now you can in fact access your money while still avoiding that 10% penalty for
yeah,
early withdrawal. So it's 55, but you got to work into that year you turn 55, or it's 59 and a half.
yeah. So if you turn 55 in January 1st, wait till January 1st.
There you go. That's right. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Very
Well
good.
done. Yeah.
And if you need help, because like me, you conflate numbers and conflate theories and conflate ideas, get someone on your side who can guide you through these things. We always remind you, to reach out to CD Financial, get that free consultation, that 15-minute consultation. Text us your name, first and last, and email address, and we'll get that on the calendar. You want to remind us the number, Chuck?
Sure, Marcus. It's 949. Write this down, Marcus.
I got it. 949
949
359.
5100. So it's 949 359 5100. And you'll get a 15-minute phone call when you do that. We know why you're texting us your name
Yeah,
and your email. But guess what? You can say all kinds of things in there, because a lot of people do. They'll start texting, "Hey, I got this many years of service, and right, I got this and that," and we follow right along. We keep record of all of it for you, so we keep it all organized for you.
yeah,
We're there to help you out.
yeah. I got the number memorized, just so you know. I just love hearing you say it. You're the numbers man. I love
Oh,
hearing you say it. Do you got a help tip for us today?
yeah, I do, because I'm looking. Okay, so I got to show you this too.
Okay.
So went to Mexico, and
Yeah.
at the airport in Puerto Vallarta, there was a there was all kinds of shops selling stuff, and there was this chocolate there. We ought to get sponsorship, right?
We
So,
should.
and we, as you can see, we've eaten two of these
Ooh.
bars already. And where's the flavors? Oh, right there. There's a tequila
Tequila.
flavored, and there's
Amen.
Caribbean salt and vanilla, and chile, and one of coconut. Anyway, the odd thing was when I first ate that dark chocolate after a meal, and Angie had the same reaction. I said, I don't like it that much. And the next day I had it at work, and it was so good. I was like, what the world? It must have been what we ate for dinner.
Yeah.
Anyway, I I noticed I felt good, and I don't always feel good after I eat chocolate, but this is not milk chocolate.
Yeah.
It's dark chocolate, and it's very pure. And
Yeah.
so I had to Google this. I was like, what are the health benefits of dark chocolate? It's a natural prebiotic for your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It stems from the positive impact it has on your gut health. Prebiotics and probiotics are key to promoting a healthy gut. The high fiber content in dark chocolate makes it a great source of prebiotics,
Mm-hmm.
which are fuel the good bacteria. Okay, that's a typo, guys, on your website. Which fuel the good bacteria in your gut
Yeah.
that needs to grow and thrive. Wow, and make sure the bad microbes can't take over. Number two, there's a lot. They're antioxidants. There's a hefty amount of them, vitamins and minerals. Wow. Okay. Number three, it's did you know dark chocolate was good for your heart?
Yeah.
I
It's good
never
for.
did. I yeah, I never did like milk chocolate, but I've always wanted dark chocolate. I'm like, no, no, I want dark chocolate. I want nuts too with my chocolate, but I'll take the dark chocolate if I can't get it. But this stuff from Mexico is great, and I guess it's the birthplace of cocoa or
Mhm.
cacao. Is that how they say it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so let it's good for your heart. Okay, and flavonols are
Flavonoids.
compound
Yeah. The flavonols. Yeah.
Flavonols are compounds found mainly in fruits and vegetables, but
Yep.
they're also found in dark chocolate.
Yep.
Wow, polyphenol family and are known for reducing inflammation in cardiovascular tissue,
Yep.
easing the strain on your arteries, and lowering blood pressure. Dang, boy. Okay, number four, dark chocolate can improve your skin. What? The antioxidants in chocolate are a great skin wellness hack. Wow. Flavanols again or flavonols? How do you say it?
I've always said flavonols.
All right, I'm going with that. Research indicates they may help mitigate negative effects of UV light, hydrate your skin, and help with wrinkles. If you already suffer from skin issues like acne, it's worth pointing out that eating dark chocolate could exacerbate symptoms. Okay. All right, but otherwise, most of us are listening or past puberty. So, and number five, boost to cognitive health and mood. Flavonols exist as a key driver behind dark chocolate benefits brain health and mood. Oh, yeah. Dark chocolate consumption goes to regions of the brain, hippocampus, that deal with improving learning and memory. The feel good sensation you get after eating a piece of chocolate might actually have some science behind it.
Yeah.
Wow. Happy chemicals like
Can
endorphins and serotonin.
I was gonna interject right there with that same word, serotonin. I do know for a fact that eating chocolate, specifically dark chocolate and high percentage dark chocolate, helps with that serotonin release, the happy chemical, which is not that immediate happiness, but that overall long term happiness. That's what it helps me with. And by the way, if you couple it with red wine, bold dark red wine, if you are a red wine drinker, same compounds, one will build on top of the other. And who's not happy with a glass of wine and a piece of chocolate?
There's a warning, not milk chocolate and
Not
not
milk.
not dark chocolate with a pile of sugar or any
Yeah,
artificial anything.
yeah.
Get
Or Boone's Farm wine.
natural or what?
Or Boone's Farm wine.
Okay, there you go. I don't know what that is. Must be like Carla Rossi.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom loved that stuff. Anyway, um, yeah. So get natural, pure dark chocolate.
Yep.
Yeah, and you'll know it because it'll be different from all the other chocolates. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll
And it,
know
it
it's going to
costs a little
call.
more, by the way.
Oh
It
yeah,
costs a little more.
that chocolate was a lot of money. I was like, duty free? Are you sure? But
Yeah.
man, is it quality? Yeah.
But it's worth it. And that's the point.
Oh yeah.
Things that are good for you, things that are worth it, you got to pay a little more. But in the end,
Wow.
listen to all those health benefits. And again, who's not happy with some chocolate in their hand, man? Get you some chocolate. What a great health tip. I
Get you
love it.
some, boy. Get you some.
You know what? As soon as we're wrapped up here, I'm gonna go get me some dark chocolate. Now you got it in my
I'm
head.
done if you are.
Not because it makes me feel good, but because it's good for me.
That's right.
All right, folks, we're going to make that the last note. Then thank you for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you. You have the number already. We mentioned it before. There's also a link below. Please click on that link and subscribe to these videos as things happen. And as we live in a world where things are happening fast and furious, we will try to keep up with all these topics and get the information to you first. As always, we appreciate your time here on the CD Financial Podcast, CD Financial, where health meets wealth. I'm Marcus C., your host. That man across from me is Chuck D. Chuck, my man, thank you again for your time and the good info.
Hey, you too, Marcus. Always a pleasure.
Until next time, be good, everybody.
Peace out. Keep the dream alive.